No kitty. It's a bad kitty.
But what are we gonna do without our bucket of hit points that hits like a truck and has the most ridiculous armor class?
Yeah,
That's a
those
rude
are all
question.
important things to have.
Yeah,
Hello, Twitch.
I'm a bucket of hit points, but I'm also destroying novels and people's life work and stuff like that.
You are. There are some very upset people at you. Especially a tiefling.
I'm still not quite sure how that's her life's work, but she's been gone for... she's been gone for a while, right?
Yeah, it's been
How
like
long?
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. What are you? You don't look a day over, insert, tiefling age here. Tieflings age like humans, though, right?
Tieflings age more or less like humans. She looks to be in her late 30s, maybe early 50s, somewhere in there.
That is a range.
You're a giant turtle in the body of an Allosaurus. Are you a really good judge of tiefling ages?
I just have to get closer to her. So let me stomple all over this on the way to her. How old are you? Oh, what is this accent? I don't remember.
Kitty, hello.
Kitty!
Hello. I forgot it was Thursday.
That's okay. Thursdays happen like that sometimes. But take your time, settle in. Sin, do we have an intro to roll?
Yeah, I mean, do we want to do any synopsis of last session or nah?
Well, would you guys like to do a synopsis of last session?
Okay, wait, just so I know which game is the one that we're currently in now? Because I have two
Sure.
of them.
Oh, you want to be connected to the Rise of Tiamat one.
Rise of Tiamat. Cool. I will make sure I'm connected to that one.
And if you connect up to the right one, then you should see yourself in kind of an icy looking room with an Allosaurus standing close to hand.
You know what, Casey, let's skip the intro because I am not 100% sure that it can handle with Sirenscape stuff. It has
No
been
problem.
untested, and actually it's been tested, and it's been loud, apparently. So I will test that and hopefully have it for next time. Apologies.
Not a problem at all. So let's talk a little bit about what's been going on. And party members can hop in here and add details and correct as necessary. But the party is in need of a wish spell to recover a party member who's stuck in a bubble. They are also in need of some assistance hunting down details for several individuals. A benefactor of the Council of Waterdeep has put up a wish from a Sword of Luck that they happen to own if the party can successfully destroy the Draakhorn, which is causing a great deal of disturbance throughout the land, and recover some information on the cultists, specifically a dwarf named Verum, said to be one of the dragon mask wearers, and half the party went after the cultist, the other half went after information on the Draakhorn. The expert on the Draakhorn was Makath the Crimson, a tiefling scholar of the Arcane Brotherhood. She'd gone missing several years ago in the areas to the far north. The party was able to track her down and actually had just encountered her a moment ago in a massive iceberg said to be the lair of the Old White Death, which the tiefling has informed you is one of the nicknames given to a large white dragon named Arothator. So, some kobolds were slain, an ice troll was fought, ice skates were made, and then decided that, cleats would be a little bit better of a use for them. Any other details the party would like to add? But get me with that silence thing again.
Any details? Details?
Details, comments, questions, concerns?
I'm a dinosaur.
You are a dinosaur.
I love that.
Uh,
I mean,
it's-
I imagine that's how Plot won Dusk over in the first place. Was the ability to change into multiple animals. It's like having one of those pens that can do different colors.
yes, like 100 pets in one.
Mm-hmm.
So, having just recently defeated an ice troll, you made your way into a large tent. The tent seems to be constructed of tapestries and rugs and hangs thick and heavy with multiple layers. Inside, a small stove is burning whale oil and several lamps are set about. A tiefling was busy working at a writing desk when an allosaurus crashed in and started wrecking up the place. The tiefling looked up as Joey and Dawn also entered to kind of calm things down. And she said, whether you're here to kill me or save me is very much the same, but would you please stop destroying my life's work? It's rude.
The dinosaur looks shamed.
Oh, oi! You two. I don't know what voice I'm using. Here we go. Waverly Dusk. This is our red person here. They're in this thing. There's kobolds. Don't kill them.
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't wanna, but that's okay.
The kobolds seem rather pleased with this don't kill them edict, but do their best to stay out of the way. Makath, however, is still waiting for your response. Well, you are here for a reason, right?
I mean, we were supposed to look for you, so. Ta-da!
Rawr.
Yes.
Wait, you
Look
can't
for
say
you,
that.
find you, and return you from whence you came.
Well, therein lies the rub. There's a rather large dragon. You may have heard of him. He's just a bit down there, and even if we were all to flee, if I could, he'd kill us.
Oh. Well, it's a good thing we've got experience with handling dragons.
Yes, I have heard that before, and I've also seen him eat those people, but
Mm,
if you're feeling confident, I'd be happy to show you the way and notify your next of kin should they swing by.
I mean, like we have dealt with that before, but also we're not here just for that. We're also here for a little information about the horn thing. How do you pronounce that, guys? Dragonhorn? Draakhorn?
The Draakhorn. A bit of a popular item. Was kept here for several years, but just 6 months ago, a rather oddly dressed group came and took it away. And she describes the regalia of the cult of the dragon, the masks, the long swords with their special scabbards and the robes. They spent quite some time negotiating with the dragon before they left.
So it's gone?
Oh yes, some 6 months ago. Rather curious piece. I think they've been sounding it. The kobolds react about every hour in a way that's expected of its effect.
oh, that makes me very nervous. Could that be causing the pangs we've been seeing? Like everywhere? How wide is the effect of this thing?
Well, it should cover the majority of this continent, depending on where they're sounding it from.
Oh boy. That's probably what's doing it.
It was a gift from Tiamat long ago during the dragon battles, when the dragons were at war with the giants. the dragons would sound it as an alert when the giants were on a raid. It would notify them of the attack. There were messages they could encode into it, but the reaction I'm seeing with the kobolds is rather curious. They've altered it in some way.
Do you have any idea what that alteration might have been?
Oh, I expected something more of a beckoning call now. They all seem to want to go towards it, and they get a little agitated when they can't.
Oh boy.
Does that go for our home white nope A's dragon here?
Arothator? Oh, he understands the call and he is working towards it. He doesn't respond on as instinctual a level as they do. It's more of a language to him, less of a yearning. For the less developed of the dragon species, it's more of a instinct to migrate, something deeper to their core.
Fucking great, fucking. All right, purple robes. Anything noticeably unique about purple robes here? The ones who picked up the horn. Any distinctive marks? Was any of them in particular in the front or talking to the dragon in particular?
Oh, I wasn't privy to the meeting when they were discussing, though, yes, they were mostly wearing purple, several distinctive masks about them. One was a dwarven fellow, white mask.
Ooh. That might be our guy.
And that does roughly match the description of Verum, who was suspected to be a wearer of purple with a white mask.
Plaut will stop being a dinosaur and start being a slightly less large turtle. Tortle.
Okay.
Tortle.
Oh,
Dinosaur
but
disengage.
like,
Oh.
only several hours left on that. It seems
It's
like a waste.
Oh, Fluffy, you know I can do that again. Plus, you know, I'm getting a little tired. I mean, I don't know how the rest of y'all feel. But, dwarf, you say?
Oh yes, one of them was a dwarf, the one with the white mask.
Do you know the...
Well, I suppose... No, there aren't really much else that are about the size of a dwarf.
These other masked people, how many would you say there are?
Oh, that
And-
came to visit?
And
Oh, it
what
was a
kind of
good-
colors are we looking
It
at?
was a good 60 of them. Only one had the distinctive white mask that looked more accurate. The rest were more stylized.
Oh, so you put on like a ball of some kind and everybody was dressing up for it. Okay.
Well, the horn itself requires 5 to 10 people to carry in any reasonable fashion. I suppose 3 or 4 might manage it on their own. And of course, they had crew and that sort of thing.
Shit, did we know how ginormous this horn was?
I don't think so.
Oh god.
This is the first real description you've had of it.
Wait, I'm sorry. 4 to 5 people, like full-size people, like those things.
Oh, yes.
Any arrows? Oh shit.
Well, the Draakhorn is said to have come from, it was once the horn of Tiamat's mate. So if you can imagine the largest possible dragon and then the horns of that dragon.
Like for a dinner bell or something to call them home.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, we're gonna have to find a way to move that, assuming we even find the thing.
Yeah, did we bring that cart with us? Or is it just a big boat?
Well, the Draakhorn is no longer here. It's been gone some 6 months, so I suppose if you were to work hard enough, you could likely follow some of the dragon's instincts. The kobolds all tend to look south, but just about everything's south of here.
Just trying to mentally imagine like 60 cultists carrying a giant horn out of a snowy castle. I don't know, it's just hard to wrap your head around. And yet you say you weren't able to sneak out of here yet. You seem pretty comfortable and calm about all this.
Well, I've come to accept it. It's been some years now, and Aruntantor has need of me. You see, a lot of the writings that you were trampling on up till a moment ago were written by the Arcane Brotherhood, and it requires one of us to translate it. We defend our works. I had come in pursuit of knowledge of the Draakhorn, but finding all this was an enticing way to spend my imprisonment. So I behave, and I offer him translations of our works. He allows me to continue and doesn't eat me.
Well, you're translating it both for your benefit, but also to make it useful for him, right?
Oh, yes. He was quite interested in it. He has an entire collection just a bit north
Like,
of here.
oh, like inside of here? Like something we can access?
And she stands up and moves to the north, and parts, gust of cold wind comes in, and you can see in the room ahead, carved into the icy walls, book after book after book after book on rack after rack after rack, scrolls and everything. Some of them have actually frozen into the walls, but it looks like with a little care you could chip them out again.
And this is what you've translated for him thus far, I'm guessing.
Well, I've been working through them. Some are a little more difficult, some a little less. Depends on his curiosity at the moment. With all the recent interest in the Draakhorn, that was a few moments of study there.
All right, so, let me cut to the quick here. What I'm trying to get at is where are all the ones you've thus translated for him so that, those cannot be here anymore?
Ah, well, when you say not be here anymore, are you talking about what you've just done to my poor books here?
Oh,
Or
I
do you
mean,
mean...
I got at least a few pages and he lifts up one of his feet. I got at least a couple here. And I mean, they got
Yes.
some smudge on them, but they still readable.
Well, not as well as I'd hope, but it's not as bad as all that. The ice toads do make copies, so you haven't destroyed the library to the north, have you?
Hold on, you tripped me up there at ice toads.
Ah, well then, if you haven't heard of them and you don't know what they sound like, then no, you probably haven't seen them.
So they, what do they do for you exactly?
Oh no, I have very few servants, just the two kobolds here. Well, they rotate in and out, but the ice toads serve the dragon. They document his greatness.
Hmm. Got an ego then.
Yes, quite.
Hey, you
Though,
never know.
go
We
ahead.
might be able to charm him if we appeal to it.
I didn't hear that one.
Oh, we might be able to use it to our advantage. Folk with big heads and all that.
I mean, it is a history of the entire. It's like the history of the dragon and like how he does stuff. So, I mean, we could use that. I would really like to not go in blind. I mean, the last one was kind of small and dumb, but this one sounds a little bit deeper. To the north, you said?
What's that? The ice toads?
Yeah, and is there any way that we could get access to their work without, angering a dragon?
Well, how many of them are there?
Oh, there's a good 60 to 70 of them all about the place, but you normally see 20 or so up in the library and research center, and they come and go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too good at math, but that's a lot more than what we got here. That's like a few times more what we got here. I don't know if we can even deal with that many at a time.
I think it'd be best to leave them alone. They are doing rather good work. They're untrained, but the leader, Marflob, she's rather brilliant.
Yeah, I'm sure they're real smart toads, but the whole point is they're documenting information that we need in order to defeat that dragon and free you, which you don't sound that interested in, but it's still an objective of sorts to both take down that dragon and get you out of here.
It's less interest in being free and more doubt at your ability to free me.
Oh, well, I assure you, we are well versed in the... I'm sorry, I'm going to need you to turn around, little buddy. We're going to go ahead and tie your arms up real nice. Just real gentle. Can you turn around, please? I assure you, we are experienced... Don't hit me with that tail. We are experienced adventurers. Well versed in the... I mean, Kitty, tell them some of the stuff y'all got up to while I'm tying up these two here, little guys.
Does anybody have...
Another ice dragon, not to mention we had to deal with the one... well, we sort of had to just chase down the one that was attacking Greenus, but...
So Plaut, as you're kind of rolling this off, could I have an intimidation check from you, please?
Oh, well, I mean, all right. I mean, I wasn't trying to... Oh my god, there's a lot of sheets that weren't here before. Thanks, Casey. Holy crap.
So, yeah, you
Not
might
my
not have been
strong
trying.
suit.
You just try to intimidate him into turning around and, letting you tie him up.
I was just explaining what kind of stuff they got up to before I came along here, and it seems to have worked anyway.
Seems to have. You begin tying up the kobold.
Cool.
Does anybody have a scale from the first dragon? I don't know. Joey doesn't because he doesn't have stuff.
Waverly had scales.
Yeah, like the blue one we fought in Greenest. Like that first dragon?
No, or the that or the white one. If we have both, would be great.
I think I do have both. I have 2 of each.
I mean, if you could bring in both, we can show Macath.
All right. Spread them like a hand of cards. It's just like.
Well, I mean, that does offer me some sort of hope. I do wish you the best. Try not to mess up the place if you die. What would you like here? I'm not really sure what you're going for.
A little bit of faith, and maybe a little, insight to be able to actually talk to these toads and get some history.
Well, I don't think you're going to assimilate 40 years of their work in any reasonable amount of time. But as far as Aron Thontor goes, he has a rather large lair down below. It takes up about the same area as this floor does. It's of multiple heights. I've peered down there from time to time. You can actually see down the hole here. And there's another just a bit to the south, and she describes the area where you saw a small walkway around a hole. Other than that, it connects to the ocean below. He mainly comes and goes by swimming through the water. And he's a terrifying dragon who's mastered several arcane spells and has killed every hero that I've heard of going to encounter him, as well as several giants, I believe a kraken. He has an entire room full of his victories down there. A large ship full of heroes. Oh, it was quite a story from what Marfolb tells me.
Right, well, I appreciate your little to no faith in us, and he brings Hansel gently over to Greta and starts tying them together. Or trying to. You guys can stick together, it's fine, just no nibbling on each other's, little ropes back there. Well, I mean, I don't expect to be able to, condense 40 years worth of learning, but there's got to be a little more information about an ability or a weakness or something to look out for that can give us a leg up on this here fight. And I feel like talking to your little froggy toad friends might be that thing. I mean, you don't seem to have too much information about, particulars of what this dragon can do.
No, he doesn't share that sort of information with me.
Well, I mean, you do have a good relationship with him, it seems. You come and go as you please in his presence?
Well, come and go's a bit of an overstatement. I am allowed to be here and in the room to the north, and that's about it.
I mean, how's he keep track of where you go?
He's a dragon.
I mean, I was hoping for something a little less terrifying than that, but okay.
Well, let's see. I believe he can see in absolute darkness. He can hear a pin fall from several miles away. He can smell where I am. He has servants all over this iceberg. He can use magic. How much more terrified would you like to be, dear?
I think it's a good amount. I think that's a very good amount, guys. Happy ketos are here.
Well, okay, so your communication with him consists of you shouting down a hole?
Oh, he comes up if he wishes.
Oh, I guess I didn't realize how big that hole was. This is the hole, right? Up here?
That is the hole.
Interesting.
So 15 feet. So 15 feet. And
Oh.
you know that creatures can squeeze down to half their size.
Oh yeah,
if they so choose.
I've seen Fluffy do that a few times. She gets into
Fluffy
real
gets
cracks
with
you
that
wouldn't
stick.
even imagine. All right.
Oh yeah, so most creatures can squeeze. Turtles, not so much.
Hey,
Only in one direction.
I ain't 15 feet wide. I'm wide. I'm not 15 feet wide. How do you know how far the drop is down there? Like, what's the best avenue of approach, so to speak?
Well, with some climbing gear, I think you'd be fine if you chose to go down. Several of the other adventurers have. They met with,
The ones that have died?
Oh yes.
Oh, okay.
They've all died.
Well, I mean, are there any other entrances besides this one or the hole where he gets fed from?
Those are the two.
All right. I mean, besides the cold, icy death of the ocean, right?
Oh sure, if you wish to go swimming, you can always go that way.
Yeah, no, not even a little.
Not even a little. So.
All right. Short rest down the hole, guys?
60 feet is the hole. So about 60 feet or so down, and then about a 15-foot drop, I would think.
Gotcha. So the ceiling in there is only 15 feet tall. Because the walls for the hole drop at 60 feet, and then we got another 15 of just nothing to drop down. Right?
Right.
And that's the ceiling of that place? 15 feet?
Part of the ceiling, yes.
Oh, gotcha. Ice curvature and whatnot. Alright. Alright, what do you guys want to do? I got these two tied up, real nice. I'm sorry to do this, but, I vaguely trust her, and I, don't really trust either of you at all to not go running around with you telling our stories.
I mean, as bad as it sounds, like a rock and a hard place, down this hole sounds the most reasonable approach.
Yeah.
Does anybody actually have climbing gear? Because Joey way doesn't.
I have some pitons. Is that how you say that?
I think so.
Yeah, I got some pitons. I have at least one rope.
I have some rope.
Yeah, I'm sure we have like.
I'll just
Some
fly,
things.
thank you.
I mean, like, let's be honest. I'm just gonna walk down.
Mm-hmm.
But for other people.
So we have some walking, some flying, and we've got some rope and some pittons. So I feel like you guys could traverse that reasonably easily. And if so, I'm going to ask, who's the first one heading down?
Oh, hold up, guys. Can we have lunch first? I like to eat lunch before I slay dragons.
Mhm.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So is that a short rest I'm hearing?
Yeah, I feel much better about my possibilities of turning into more than one thing. If
Sure.
if we just
So-
rested up a little bit.
If you're going to take a short rest, I would like to ask for a 1d6. You don't want to see a 1.
No.
I'll do it.
A 2 is not a 1. You successfully have your short rest. Please spend hit dice to recover hit points, recover things that you get on short rests, and feel better about yourselves.
Yay, thanks.
Yay. As for going down the hole, I volunteered to go down first and scope it out because I'm sure I can, like, hide on the ceiling.
Sure.
Make sure there isn't, a mob down there before everybody else does.
Well, just be careful. I mean, you are the color of corn in a dragon's tooth, my dear.
That is an interesting statement.
Yeah, it is.
Color and size, so to speak. Please just don't get gobbled up, is all I'm saying.
Oh, nobody sees me if I don't want them to see me.
Where'd you go?
Aha. So, if you see down a bit to the south and east, a new area has opened up. And in that area is where you let out. So the ice tunnel ends about 15 feet up. And then you see about 24 feet up from the floor below a rather large ice mound. It seems that water dripping down that tunnel lands here and has built up a rather tall stalagmite. Maybe. The floor below dips down about 16 feet to that light gray color, about 8 more feet to the darker blue color, and then the very darkest blue color is floor level at 0 feet. So that is your rough elevations. You can see the wall to your north and west curving along, and banks of fog flow slowly around this room, making it a bit difficult to see much farther. Who has what type of vision at this point?
Just dark.
Yeah, just
I have my dark vision goggles.
Okay. Anybody not have dark vision of some sort?
Yeah.
What type of vision are you using, if any?
The helpful hands of the rest of my party. Who wants to hold hands? Anybody? I got nothing.
Okay.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. Let me just double check on this. The Raven, but I think it would just work for me, right? Like I already have dark vision, but it can give dark vision if you don't have it.
I don't think your Raven can work for other people.
Yeah, because I think it's just because special Raven, but it was a thought.
Okay. So, at the moment, you've all made it down the tunnel. You had the climbing gear, the flying, and the assistance from the walkers. You've made it that short distance down. You've rigged up a bit of rope, sort of a ladder type fashion, so you could ascend reasonably quickly. It's cold down here, but you've got your cold weather gear. And one of you can't see real well. So, to kind of start things off, let's see how much noise you may or may not have made by giving me a stealth check, please.
Do, do, do.
Hold on. Okay, never mind, Joey. Fucking, okay.
Here it is.
That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. I think I need one more. That's pretty good. You hear waves lapping against the ice holes. You can see one to the south and west, just at the limit of your vision. The floor moving, ice chunks floating in water. All around you, it's cold, it's dark, it's damp. What are you doing?
Dancing. I'm dancing.
Dancing, dancing.
Dancing.
Where are you headed?
I mean, hug a wall, guys? Like, start this way?
Well, she said it was about 60 feet by 60 feet down here, right? Or
Oh
am I
no!
crazy?
Once you're down, she said it was about the same size as the floor above.
Well, all right then. I mean, we can creep around the edges, but I mean, I got a feeling that we're gonna have to be stealthy the whole time. If that's what y'all want to do, I can cast Pass Without Trace, and we can just explore for a little bit.
Joey and Clink Clank is definitely on board with that. Otherwise, he's just gonna blow us in like 2 seconds.
I know you kitties are cold, but I'm gonna need some visual affirmation of this, because I can't see you nor hear you saying yes or no. Did you all leave me? Y'all left me.
I think
God
Dusk might
damn it.
be muted for. Yeah, Dusk might be muted for that call.
Alright, Angry Kitty, Little Mouse. Y'all wanna... I mean, Mouse, you probably don't need it.
No, I'm fine.
It can't hurt,
Okay.
right?
I'm back. What did I miss?
Okay, they're just there's camped out on the top, and Plaut is asking, would you like a Pass Without Trace assistance? So far, it seems like everybody's turning it down for some reason.
I mean,
It can't hurt.
it can't hurt.
I mean, it can't hurt. I'll take it if nobody else wants it.
All I need is 3 can't hurts. That's...
Sure. Shadows and silence radiate from you, and everyone gets a little bit more quiet. And what are you doing?
I'd say we scope out as much as we can
Yeah.
and figure it out. Because these are high ceilings, right? Like,
Yes. So the ceiling was about 15 feet up from the pedestal you're on. You go down to the floor about 24 feet down, so it's a good 40 feet of roof, and it does arc much higher in some places.
Yeah, so he can, like, fly above us, so let's try to find a place where we aren't gonna get just flown around and breathed on.
Well, let's start first by clumping up, because I think that's the safest thing to do. Somebody hold my hand, please.
Waverly reaches up and takes turtle hand.
Oh my god, the little tittle-toddles that are about to happen. Me trying to keep up with you. Me trying not to lift you off the ground.
Oh my god.
I could sit on your shoulders and steer you. What do you...
I don't have no ears for you to grab onto. I don't know what you're trying to steer. I mean, we could do a tap left, tap right kind of thing. If you want to do that, that's fine.
Doesn't your hat have pom-poms on the sides?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Brains!
Yup. So, with that, where are you guys headed?
I'm gonna advocate for this way. And I'm gonna start moving this way.
Alright, lead the way, little mouse.
As you start making your way off of that large rise down to the smaller plateau and then down to the floor level, you realize a great deal of treasure has been frozen within the ice. Glints of gold, silver, platinum, clusters of copper, gems, all frozen about the area. If there was a bright light here, it would be dazzling with both the ice and the treasure.
Yeah, that's a good dodge.
It's always just out of our reach.
Yeah, it is, little mouse. Now you stay put. I've heard tale of you running around and chasing shiny things. Those are all frozen, I promise. Once we have a dead dragon, you can probably have your... I mean, how much can you possibly carry anyhow? You can have your pockets full.
Joey will indicate that light bad because lots of shiny, and then keep trying to plunge along a little bit forward.
Think how pretty it would be.
It would be like a disco party to fight a dragon too. I mean, once we're fighting him, I'm totally gonna advocate somebody light something up.
Just come in here and cast light.
So you keep creeping along. The floor continues to slope downwards towards those pools of slush ahead into the southwest.
Okay. Joey will point and be like, this is probably where he's gonna run to if it gets bad for him. Like, really bad. If he can swim, this is how he's getting out.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he could swim.
I'm gonna assume that the party's relatively within 30 feet of Plaut and or me.
Mm-hmm.
As I keep going here.
And hold, please. Joey, could I have a perception check from you? That's a pretty good perception check, Joey.
Yeesh.
And we're going to go ahead and reveal a little bit more area. Ahead of you, to the west, a sharp rise, almost 30 feet from the floor that you're at, and then a ledge levels off and continues on a bit to the west and south. Closer to hand, however, you can see floating in the water two massive creatures They look like they're sleeping or waiting. Troll-like, long-limbed, seaweed green hair.
Huh.
Fuck, go back, fuck, go back, fuck, go back. And Joey will motion for them to back up and go go a different way.
Back and away.
Pulling the turtle backwards.
What are those things?
The two-
Does anybody know what those things are?
Does anyone know what those things are? How about a nature, arcana, something along those lines?
I was good at Arcana.
I mean, I would have sticked on to be.
I got a +3. I mean,
Nature, Arcana, I don't got anything, so.
All right. So it looks like most of you are familiar enough with. I mean, you did fight an ice troll up above. This seems to be a sea troll, sometimes known as a scrag. They're known to lurk in waters, usually warmer water than this, but here they are, a pair of them, just floating amidst the ice chunks.
do you have to set scrags on fire too?
Do you have to set scrags on fire? You can also burn them with acid.
Okay.
I know we didn't really get a good look at them, but I don't know, would a 22 tell Dawn whether or not like the cold would be messing with them at all, since they're from warmer climes usually?
It might make them slow, lethargic. Might be why they're resting in that unusual manner. Now, the water will be warmer than the air you're currently dealing with. Water doesn't get below freezing, but the air does.
So they're in the water probably because it's keeping them from getting too cold. So if you manage to look, well, I mean, assuming we woke them up and started fighting, they'd probably be at a disadvantage on the ground.
Oh, our crit table and fumble table just got activated.
Ooh, crits and fumbles are now in play.
Wow, Casey, you sound so excited about that.
Thank you, Game Puff Graphics.
And Eric.
Oh, and Eric. Hello, Eric. I haven't been keeping up.
Crit and fumble tables are activated when we get 500 bits cheered in a single night, and they are special things that happen on natural ones or natural 20s.
On attack rolls only.
On
so
attack rolls,
your skill checks are safe, but nat 1s and nat 20s now get extra effect.
I mean, that nat 20 perception could have just killed maybe one of the... No, it doesn't.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
God,
You stare daggers, but the daggers don't go. So, lurking amidst the ice, what are you doing, party?
Let's go see what's in the other direction before we poke at those things.
All right, Joey's on board with that. He already has enough problems not making noise.
Sure. Go ahead and start moving yourself along as you might want to.
Here, Ken.
I think our Sirenscape's giving us a little bleed through.
Oh.
Doom.
Yeah, sorry, I had to turn it up because it was cutting out. So if it got too loud, you can just turn it down on your end. Apologies.
It's alright. So you make your way across a level plain, then up a small rise, and then back down to a dip. Joey, the wall bends ahead of you, and you can see in the gloom and darkness, there's a small dip and then another rise.
All right, and then I'll start looking down to the east more. Is it still super foggy down that way?
It's not super foggy, but it is definitely foggy. It's not like fog. It's not like it's like freezer fog. It's just the air is so cold it's just condensing, falling. Even little snowflakes occasionally crystallize and fall, but mostly just that mist hanging just there.
Okay. Joey will start crossing what looks to be like a bad way and start moving this way.
Okay. And Joey, if you would hold right there for a moment. Does anyone have any magic eyes always enabled? I don't think so.
Always enabled? No.
Okay. Or was willing to say that they had them. I don't think anyone had them turned on. So, Joey, a vapor starts to rise out of the ice, thick, yellow, and choking. A stinking cloud. I am going to need you and Plaut to go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. DC is going to be a 12. You're both able to cover your nose, cover your mouths, those of you who had noses, and take a few steps back, getting out of the cloud. It hangs low, filling the area at the base. So right about there.
Oh, magic traps. You fucking kidding me? Dawn, did you pop earlier? Is that like a one-time thing, or is that like a we gotta sit here for 10 minutes thing?
Pop?
When we saw that upstairs treasure and we were like, that's a trap, and then you looked at it and you're like, yeah, that's a trap.
Can I do it again? Hold on. That would be a 10-minute thing at this point.
Ah, shit.
Oh, but it's such a pretty smoke cloud.
So
well, it wasn't there, and now it is, so I think we're screwed either way, guys. Our cover's kind of been blown here. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. I think we better
Actually, it says you could cast Detect Magic at will without expending a spell slot. So I could do it again?
You can do it again.
Then I could do it again.
Do it again.
Does it again.
All right. So at will means you can cast it. Casting time is normally one action.
I think so.
Okay. So and Detect Magic, does it have any verbal or somatic?
Let me double check on my spell thing.
Sure.
I have it set up for book. One action, vocal and somatic.
Okay.
Cool.
So the only reason I was asking about that is you can basically cast that an unlimited number of times. Just noting that if you're casting it every couple of minutes, you're basically just walking around chanting arcane things into the air. So
with Pass Without Trace, which should take care of that?
Yeah, just expect funny looks from your friends occasionally.
Well, yeah, that's a given. I mean, angry cat.
I think he spent his entire life with those looks.
Sure. So for no reason, I'm going to hit a button here.
Oh no.
And would anyone who has a passive perception higher than a 14, please let me know.
Dawn
I
apparently
do.
has a 22.
I have
Holy
18.
monkey.
16.
All right. So you are all very aware as you hear the sound of ice sheeting off of something. You hear the brittle crackle of ice under something massive starting to move. You hear wind as big wings spread and stretch. And that's all coming from down to the south and to the west. I'm going to go ahead and clear the turn order here for a second. And I'm going to ask everybody to go ahead and add themselves to it. Dusk!
Not like me lately.
Wow!
It's always a shock when Dawn rolls higher than like an 8.
I've been rolling very bad today on everything, not just this. So great.
So. Something is flying through the darkness to the south and to the west. Dawn, what are you doing?
It's flying through the darkness.
South and west.
Just sticking over here. Pretty sure that the dragon knows that they're there. So he's going to hold Eldritch Blasts. But just be like fairly certain he's going to be coming soon. So holding.
Sounds good. Waverly.
I'm just going to kneecap over here behind Dawn. That's
Eyebrow raise.
well, just keeping an eye on from a safe distance.
Sure. Plaut.
I am looking, and I don't know if you have the stuff, the little things, character sheets for the little things that I wanted to get. I'm trying to see if you have any of the creatures that I wanted to summon.
Which ones are those?
Pixies.
Just neat. Oh, hey, pixies.
Hi, Pixies. So, which direction did you say? Southwest? we're
South
hearing?
and west.
So that would be like down this way somewhere.
I think that's the east.
Oh, I was muted that whole time. Sorry. This way.
South.
Cool.
Down left.
Got it. I'm going to back over. How far can I go?
And pixies have been added to the selection.
Huzzah! Thank you. All right, I can go over. Why am I always muted? Damn it.
You're good. We hear you.
You're not. We hear you.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
We've heard you this whole time.
Great. Kyle's yelling at me that I'm muted.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Cool.
He's lying.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right.
So basically, you're making your way up a fairly upswinging ridge. It's not climbing, but you are moving up in the air, up in the elevation.
How high up am I on the gray?
So on the gray, you're 8 feet up.
Okay. That is where I will cast Fluffy, maybe this is something you see me do there. There's gonna be some things that are gonna pop up, just don't be alarmed. And I'm gonna cast Conjure Woodland Beings.
Conjure woodland beings.
And so I would like, I believe it's 8 pixies, please.
8 pixies.
Yeah, so I mean, it's time to start evening these odds. If nothing else, they'll be like little skeeters to the dragon to help distract and make sure everybody spreads out. Can I move them wherever around me?
Sure.
I don't know that that says where I have them appear.
Unoccupied spaces you can see
Within
within
60
range.
feet? Okay.
So you got a 60-feet circle you can make.
Sweet. I will plant those, but that's my turn, so somebody else should probably go while I'm planting pixies, I guess.
Okay. So as the pixie planting proceeds, Joey.
One last thing, I'm sorry. Should they all roll the same initiative? Different? Do you want 8 pixies?
We'll just let them all go on your turn.
Okay, cool.
Does it say they... Wait, what does it say?
They
As
roll
a group,
initiative as a group.
which
Okay.
have their own turns.
All right, I'll roll for one of them, if that's okay.
Roll for one of them, yes, please. Pixie is on it.
All right.
Joey.
Okay, Joey is going to... I mean, all of his stuff to cast is all bonus actions, so we can't really prep anything. So not being... Ooh, maybe that. Cool, I'm gonna move 30 feet closer towards the sound.
Okay.
And I guess it's still, I guess it's a standard, regular action. I'm gonna lightning lure and change my pickaxe or my polearm to a bow.
Okay.
And I can't ready a bonus, so I'm good.
All right. Dusk, as Joey converts Cyanrath's wings to a longbow, what are you up to?
I'm just gonna hold and prepare neck in case anything starts springing out, because I trust nothing.
That's probably a good idea.
Oh man, wait, actually now that I think about it, just a question while we're at it.
Sure.
All this stuff that we're doing, can the Scrugs hear that, or...
You've been
I don't know how-
reasonably quiet so far. You haven't done anything super loud.
Just making sure, because with ice caverns, I don't know how it echoes or whatever.
I mean, there's echoes, but you guys are not going out of your way to be loud yet.
Cool. I am, however, gonna move back a little bit more towards the wall,
Sure.
and I will just stay there.
Sounds good. Pixies, what are you up to?
Oy vey. Just a second. I'm gonna try and be as fast as possible with this. Hold on. Plaut will quickly, like, start going, you go over there, and you go over there, and he'll be like, alright, if any of y'all want to fly, speak now or forever hold your peace. Anybody? Bueller? Everybody's got one near him. Who wants to fly? Anybody?
I want to fly? Is that a question? I want to fly? Why wouldn't I want to fly?
Oh,
That does
me too.
Can already fly.
Alright, so, Fluffy, big angry green guy, Mouse, you don't want to fly, do you?
That sounds fun.
I need a positive or a negative here. It is fun, trust me, but it's also a little deadly sometimes. And I'll have this one cast fly on Joey, this
Okay.
one cast fly on Dusk, and Waverly if you want it.
Yes.
All right, and then this one's gonna cast fly on Waverly. And then once they cast it, I'm gonna have them move a little further. and move a little further. And which ones haven't acted? This one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. What the hell? They're all, once I'm done moving them all, they're all going to ready actions to, if they see a giant dragon, they're going to cast Confusion.
Okay. Sounds reasonable. Has anyone turned on a light yet?
No.
I don't think we have.
Okay, just double checking. So the pixies can't see. They are able to cast and move around basically by rubbing someone's face and then casting fly on them. But they're not going to be able to see the dragon super well at any amount of range. And they're like, okay, we got it. If the dragon gets right in our faces, we'll confuse it.
Well, I imagine if Dawn shoots something at the dragon, it's going to light it up for a second, right?
Sure, perhaps, depending on what Dawn shoots.
I hope, please shoot something that's, even evil colored would work. Just something that these guys can see.
Sounds
How
good.
sparkly are Eldritch Blasts?
Depends on the Eldritch Blast.
You seem like the type that would have sparkly Eldritch Blast.
So, on that note, as the pixies' turns come to an end, the wings approach. That pixie might have a really bad day. So, how many hit points do pixies have?
A mystery amount of single digit one.
Okay, is it less than 6?
It's about 5 less than 6.
Okay, so a gout of just frigid air rolls towards the rest of the party, and you hear one of the pixies squeak for just a second. Then you hear it plummet, and a crystalline shatter as its body hits the floor and explodes.
Oh, lovely.
Sorry. I swear to God, I'll pay you back.
And then, Dawn, what are you doing?
Continuing to hold. Hold his Eldritch Blast. His raven-shaped and colored Eldritch Blast.
Sounds good. Waverly.
I'm gonna hold an attack until I see a dragon, I guess.
Okay. Plaut.
Alright, well, shit's about to get even weirder. Hope you guys don't need to talk to me anytime soon.
No.
And I am going to turn into a crag cat.
Okie dokie. That should be available to you now.
There, kitty, kitty, kitty. And I'll just put Plaut over here somewhere for now.
That is an extremely fluffy cat.
It's so fluffy.
Meow.
I love him.
So as Plaut goes meow, Joey. Wait, hang on. Can you
Shit.
concentrate on spells
Yes.
through that?
Yes, I absolutely can, but that
Okay.
was my bonus action. I actually have an action.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll just dodge. And how far? Good God, I knew this would be complicated for you. I didn't realize what it'd do to me. 40 feet. Okay.
Does
You'll
it?
see the white cat just start climbing shit. climbing. And
does a crag cat have dark vision?
crag cat does have dark vision.
And what is the distance on the crag cat's dark vision?
60 feet.
Okie doke.
I'm gonna need more map space.
Go like that.
Yeah, and I'm at the highest elevation now, right? The lightest white.
You are. You are
What?
20 feet, 24 feet up the ground.
Alrighty then. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Or, oh, no, sorry. Rawr, rawr. We're still stealthed. You don't know where we are.
And Joey.
I like making mistakes. Can I move towards the breath weapon? That sounds like a good idea.
Certainly may. I mean, that's a valid option. Though at this point, you are losing sight of your companions in the darkness.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure they're totally following.
They are 100% following. 60
And I'll
feet,
move
eh? Oh, 60 feet from there, eh?
Yeah.
You know what you see? Winging towards you, kind of dropping, swooping, and then clutching on the ceiling again, a massive white dragon.
Oh, it's on the ceiling?
It's on the ceiling.
I'm gonna need to read some dialogue here. Need to see if it says ground or if it says... so, if it's on the ceiling, is it ground?
What?
Cause it's on a surface and it's resting on it.
I'm gonna need to know what the thing is we're talking about.
I'm gonna need to actually include a description.
So
on
it's an
this.
iceberg. So icebergs aren't technically ground in any way.
Well, then that makes a number of spells totally inaccurate, like
Well,
unusable
no, I mean,
in areas.
yeah, but
like this.
normally ground means floor. So no, I will say you cannot light the ceiling as ground.
Oh, yeah, I would have just said
Yeah.
you can't put like a little bonfire on a ceiling. You can't keep
Yeah.
flames on the ceiling.
Yeah, we need ground meaning floor in that one is where I'm.
Okay. Then it still makes 20/20 light, correct?
That is true.
Okay, so we'll light a bonfire on the ground underneath the dragon.
Okay. And you got some range on that one. And so that's going to light up an area. And suddenly, Dawn can see. And I believe that measurement means that that dragon is within 120 feet.
Yes.
So if you would like to take advantage of that situation in some way, you may.
Takes a scan of who he could see around. See whether that is a good idea or not. But I think given the situation, battle's gonna happen at some point. Might as well be
Well-
the cause of it.
Yeah, whenever you cast, the pixies are going to be casting too.
Yeah, so, blam.
Ooh, 2 shots, both hit. 16 points of forceful damage.
Yes.
And the dragon is lit up. What is the range on that confusion spell?
That is
Confusion
90
effect?
feet, but only 2 of
90
them go
feet.
off because of
All right.
they're very far away. So
Let's go ahead and
DC is
stab.
12, and I'll only click that mess of text once.
Yes, please. Wisdom saving throw. DC 12. It seems to take hold for a second, and then the legendary creature shakes it off and carries on unhindered.
Can I ask you, Casey, is there a way to, like, each one doesn't have their own individual sheet. Is there a way to know which once a day I've cast at all?
Not
I
in any reasonable way without making...
All right, I'll just put token signs on them if that's okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right.
And Joey, you've lit it up. Special effects have happened. What else you got, if anything?
As a bonus, no Nope, that doesn't ruin concentration.
Okay. Dusk. Oh, hang on. Waverly, did you have a held action?
Oh, yeah, I was,
Oh, sorry.
if I
And
saw it,
yep.
yeah, I was going to a held attack.
Yes, please. Ooh, 22 is a good shot. We'll give you the sneak on that one for the first shot.
Okay.
And that will go for 20. Seems reasonable. Anything else?
No, that's it.
And Dusk, I don't think you have anything that range.
Oh no, I'm just trying to move.
Gotcha. So Dusk, what you up to?
I think I'm probably gonna use a dash to move very quickly, because I
Okay.
don't want only 2 people to be near that giant thing. I'm just gonna click, use my dash. Now I'm gonna move up next to the crag cat, because I have 90 feet of movement on a dash. And for now, I'm gonna stay put, but at least now I'm ready to fight.
Crag cat nuzzles up against you.
I'm gonna pet and just like I don't care how serious the situation is. I'm gonna hug the crag cat. So fluffy, cute.
So
oh yeah, keep in mind you guys have fly, you and Waverly. Thanks, Philandra. Or Thomas, I should say.
What is flight speed? Did I even need to dash?
Flight is 60, I think.
Yep. So as the cat neumes forward, the dragon beats its wings and swings down towards Joey, hovering in the air, thrashing just in front of him. Pixies.
Yeah, alright. Alright, let's move, pixies. Oh, Christ. Alright, so this guy's going to point at Joey, and Joey is now a giant ape.
Joey is now a giant ape. Check.
Oh my god, sorry for the spam.
I thought I already gave you guys a giant ape.
So 2 in the middle that can reach him here and here are going to cast confusion on the dragon. That is
Okay.
a cool ape icon. DC same.
The ape. DC 12.
Actually, I might be able to do 3. Yep, 3 confusions.
3 confusions. 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass.
Boo boo boo. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. But if anybody ever wants to turn into anything, let me know.
So,
yeah.
as you do that, the dragon's tail lashes towards the giant ape. Giant ape, 24 for 11 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's good.
Then on the dragon's turn, it follows up with a blast of icy breath that is going to hit the ape, the crag cat, and Dusk. Like that. Please give me a DC 19 Constitution saving throw,
Oh no.
or take 54, average on the nose, damage.
Oh. Ouch.
Dusk, 54 cold damage coming your way.
That is very painful.
Okay, so just so I know, my Plaut's proficiency transfers over to Crag Cats, right?
For
Constitution, right? The fact that I'm proficient in Constitution saving throws transfers over.
I have
don't know
no
why it
idea.
wouldn't. I just thought I'd ask. I don't know why it wouldn't. It's innate to him. It's not like a...
We'll say yes for now. We'll figure that one out later.
Cool. I'm burning my session inspiration on this
Sure.
as well.
A 19 and a 23 will do.
I don't know why that
Cragcat
went to just
must
you.
be set to roll to DM. We'll fix that in a second.
I am +4 on that, so that's a 21.
You got it. So both pass. That's going to be 27 points of damage. And I don't think you can roll con high enough for that. Hang on. Excuse me, I just went dumb. Concentration checks, are they
Half the damage.
half the damage? So that would be a 13 or better on the con save.
So the light goes out.
The light goes out, and Plaut, do the pixies stay? A 15, the pixies remain.
Thank God. You're not done yet.
Why would they be? The dragon sucks in an enormous breath, but it doesn't look like he's got his chill back yet. Dawn,
So,
what you doing?
how is my visibility here? Is this high enough that
You know what? It just went dark again, so... Because the bonfire is out, so it is dark over there once more.
I have with the bird. Let me double check real quick.
Sure.
I think with the bird I get 120 feet of. Blah 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 blah. Something gave me 120 feet of dark vision. I think it's just part of
Warlocking?
warlocking, or his specific warlocking.
I'm willing to believe it if you believe it.
I'm pretty sure Eyes of the Dark. From first level, you have dark vision within a range of 120 feet.
Yay! Okay, cool. You can see.
Can see. But like, is high enough that I'm not getting cover?
Oh yeah, no, you gotta.
Okay.
Aside from the giant monkey.
Blam, blam.
Blam blam. The first misses, the second connects. 10 points of forceful damage. Anything else for you?
Going to send Edgar that way. I need my Edgar token. Edgar can dash to about. Come on, Edgar. Co-op. There he is. He's tiny and I missed him. Let me measure that real quick. Yeah, you can dash in this direction, so to there.
Sounds good. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, and with that, the dragon sweeps its wings forward once more. Monkey, can I please have a DC 19 dexterity saving throw?
I mean, you can have it, but I'm not gonna pass.
You do not. You are knocked prone and take 12 points of damage. The dragon circles around, flying above you, but never quite leaving your reach. And Waverly, what are you up to? I believe it is currently dark over here once more.
It is. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fly to about here, just whee! And, well, you know, not quite. But then, with my dark vision, I can just see the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So... oh, let's use one of the magical arrows.
Certainly may. 28 is a hit. You have friends in combat. 29 is a lot of damage. Well struck. Anything else?
Is there any place nearby that I could hide? A stalactite or...
Sure, you could duck behind things, but you're aware that dragons are really hard to hide from.
I can try anyway.
You certainly may.
Alright. I'm going to hide behind a stalactite, let's say.
Sure. It looks as though you may have succeeded. Waverly, that it for you?
That'll be it.
Alright. As that comes round, the dragon's tail whips down, smacking at the crag cat. 19 for 9, crag cat?
Alright, yeah. You see the crag cat howl in pain and flop down for a second and start transforming back into Plaut.
And as you do,
Plaut
can
with
I
2
have
damage.
a con?
Let me go back to Plaut's character sheet.
Yep. Gonna keep you moving today. 24 is fine. And now, Plaut, your turn. As Plaut, what are you doing? Dusk, like, whoops onto the ice and snow as the crag cat she was hugging goes away.
Hold on. I was practicing for crag cat. Give me just a second here. Should have guessed this. Oy vey.
But
I'm
I
so
prepared
tiny.
crag cat.
So much tinier than the stupid crag cat. Alright, okay, I've got a thing. And that thing is called Tidal Wave.
Oh.
And
Is
that
it?
tidal wave is going to... oh, it didn't give the gobbledygook. I'm sorry, let me give all of that crap.
Yes, I'd like to see how you're pinpoint targeting a tidal wave. You conjure up a wave, water crashes down 30
I'd like
feet.
to keep the first damage, but yeah, there's this stuff.
10 feet
so-
wide.
Yep, and I want it to go in the direction south. I need a dex saving throw.
Sure, I guess you can conjure up a very...
So it's 10 feet
Discrete
wide
wall?
and 30 feet north-south, basically.
Sure,
I can draw if you'd like.
I gotcha. And we're going to do a dex saving throw. Oof. Dragon's having a hard day today. 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright, and then, so yeah, it takes the... I thought we were going with the first roll, because that was...
20 points, sorry, 20 points
And it's
bludgeoning
prone.
damage.
So get it. I will... Plaut will be like, get it, and point at the prone thing in case people can't, see it. For some reason.
He has fallen.
God, there's too much to do. I don't know if I want a bonus action wild shape yet. fuck it. Bonus action, wild shape into the Allosaurus again.
Okay. Dinosaur appears. And as
Whoops.
that's happening, Joey.
Well, if you're gonna put a dragon prone on the ground next to me, oh baby.
That's a pretty good hit.
Holy crap.
Weren't you prone though?
I mean, I can stand up.
You can stand up. Actually, since you were both prone, it was a regular roll to anyone. That is a crit, and that is a 20. So I need you to roll on that fancy new table that we have.
Oh, I forgot about that fancy new table.
Yes.
Thank you, people watching. Also, I'm sorry.
Oof. That's a stunning blow.
Stunner.
Set con save, or be stunned. DC's gonna be 16.
All right. Con save. DC 16. He crushes that one.
What is the stun condition? You know, just for people watching.
Stun condition would be super bad, but thankfully it's not stunned.
Boo.
So we're just going to go with that. Still, 39 points of damage is nothing to scoff at. This dragon
I
looks
mashed the dragon, so yeah, I'm good.
surprised. Dusk, what are you up to?
First thing I'm gonna do is pop a healing potion because holy hells.
Sure.
And keep in mind, you can still fly 60 feet if you need to, ever.
Cool. Okay, I didn't see the symbol, so I was about to.
Yeah, sorry, I got symbols on my pixies to try and keep concentration checks, like noting what I used. But yeah, you and Waverly can, you and Waverly can both fly.
Well, that's not as much help as I hoped I would get.
2d4 plus 2. Yeah, add
Yeah.
your plus 2, so that's at least 8.
These 8.
And then, so that would be an action to chug a potion. What else you got?
I'm gonna try and go for the fighting, because I'm in mid-range. Let's see.
Yeah, you should hit that prone dragon.
Well,
Yeah,
healing potion took up an action,
Ugh.
so that's going to limit you to bonus actions and then your movement.
well, movement I can get, and then I can hit as a bonus action. So, time for a good punch with claws.
Okay, one punch with claws. With advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That is a solid hit, and that is 8 points of damage. And Dusk, does that wrap it up for you?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay. Pixies. Pixies?
Yes, pixies. This one is going to look back and cast Dispel Magic on this, giving us hopefully a way out. I don't know what's past there. We didn't get that far.
Sure, let's see a Dispel Magic. Actually, that's a stinking cloud. It's going to dispel.
Yay! Okay, and then zoom. Alright, and then anybody else that's not concentrating. So the two flyers are going to move because they're concentrating. They don't want to get hit. They're going to spread themselves out a bit. And anybody that's not concentrating on stuff and hasn't already gone. So 1, 2, 3, Okay, hold on. I'm getting lost here. I know I had 3 flyers, actually. So this one here, I think cast it on Joey. So that one's holding concentration. Alright, so 2 are going to cast Dancing Lights above the dragon.
Okay. A lot of light above the dragon now. Anything else, pixies?
Alright, and I'm going to just move them away, but somebody else can go.
Okay. So with that, the dragon does go. It rights itself. It looks at you all and is rather upset. We're going to start with some fear saving throws as its frightful presence spills across you, and this will be everybody. So, would everyone please give me a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw?
I'm gonna go ahead and burn chapter or session or whatever we're calling it,
Sure.
inspiration on this one.
Certainly may.
Giant Ape's not so good at it.
Aw, you doubted the giant ape. Waverly just squeaking by.
Keeping my mental stuff.
Oh no, Edgar.
Edgar, no!
Does
All
it
right.
count?
Nah, well, I mean, he would have disadvantage on an attack, but he doesn't really attack. And he would not intentionally fly closer to the dragon. If you spiritualize him, then he's not really himself anymore. So that's fine.
Yes, but he has to get close to do that.
That's true. So, frightful presence, unfortunately ineffective. The dragon then starts attacking. Dusk, you are right there, huh? You get a bite attack coming at you, Dusk. 23 for 19.
Oh, he didn't stand up, did he?
Yeah, he did. That was the first thing he did.
Oh.
He said, I stand up. I think I said he writes himself. But yes. Dusk
you got me with proper English.
Dusk 23 for 19.
Yeah, that just so close. I almost resisted that. Me trying to do mental math is not the most intelligent thing. Let's see. Oh boy. Okay.
Are you still standing?
I am still thinking.
Okay. Claw coming at you. 21.
That does not hit.
That does not hit you. You are a beast. The final claw, Dusk.
Oh, hell.
27 for 11. How you doing?
I've got 3 hit points.
All right. Dusk. Bit of a rough day.
Yeah.
Dawn. Over to you.
So there's no way Edgar can come closer, or is there a roll that would?
There is no way Edgar can move closer on this round. He is frightened. He can repeat his saving throw at the end of his turn.
Okay, so how close? No closer than 30 feet? Something
Uh,
like that?
cannot move towards him.
Cannot go towards. Okay. So he will chill there. And Dawn will keep firing then.
Pum pum. A pair of pums both hit 18 points of damage. Well struck. Anything else?
Nope, not until Edgar can move.
Okay.
So Edgar should roll a thing again?
Edgar should roll a thing again. Yes, please.
Damn it, Edgar!
Edgar, no! But as Edgar tries to overcome his fear of dragons, the dragon uses a wing attack. Dusk, Allosaurus, and Monkey all need to roll me a DC 19 dexterity saving throw or take 12 points of damage and be knocked prone. Dusk avoids taking no damage. Plaut, not so lucky. Giant Ape also. Both prone. And Waverly.
Okay. Line myself for a good shot. Now we're going to. The wand of lightning bolts is coming out.
Whoa.
We're gonna just shoot it down this way.
How? What's the wand of lightning bolts? Because I'm not sure there's space that way. I thought it was a 10-foot beam, or is it a 5-foot beam?
It's a 5-foot beam.
Okay, then you're fine.
Yeah. So don't lean over, Dusk. Ignore the
Wow.
sneak damage, yeah.
Yeah, no sneak damage for you. But we will roll that dexterity saving throw. You will pass. Still 13 points of lightning damage. Shocking. Into Arantator. Waverly, anything else for you?
I'm gonna hide.
Yeah. As you hide, the dragon's tail smacks at Dusk. Dusk. Where'd you go, dragon? I don't think a 13's gonna do, and you are not prone, so you are fine. Plot.
Yeah, Dinosaur is going to wail around on his back for a minute, and his useless arms are not going to help him get up, but eventually he'll get up and go to bite that mean dragon.
$12 not gonna do, unfortunately.
That's all I can do right now.
All right, Joey.
Much the same. Smash. Stand. And then being next to Dusk and still having an understanding of vaguely who Dusk is and what she does, he'll try to like tip back a little bit and then lean forward into two fist attacks.
15 and a 12 will both fail, unfortunately. And Plot, did I ask you for a concentration check after the wing buffet?
I don't think so. Hold, please.
Could I get one when you get a moment? Sometimes I forget who's got stuff going.
Allosaurus +4 to this.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah. Joey, 2 fist attack on the miss. Anything else?
No.
All right. That's going to bring up some sleepy scrags. One of which ambles over and just grabs a pixie, tries to stuff it in his mouth.
Wait, can they grab pixies that are 40 feet in the air? Like, pixies are flying, aren't they?
Flying?
I assumed pixies flew everywhere. Why would you walk when you're a pixie?
I mean,
It
I
gets
guess.
you nowhere, and you have 1 hit point. I'm sorry, I guess
true.
I just assumed pixies were like Tinkerbells. And they just didn't land on anything.
That's fair. So we'll make that a throw of instead of a bite. Got to bring it down to eat it. So we're just going to go with a...
It's not going to be very filling. I mean, roar.
Roar. What is the armor class on a pixie? Is it a 15 or better?
15.
15 is what he has. Unfortunately, 15 is what he has. He has a +1 from his dex.
Oh, bull honky. Bye. That is the... Please don't say it's polymorph. That is the fly on the ape. So
Fly on the ape.
Fly on the ape.
Flying ape falls. Other pixie comes... other skag comes rushing along. They've got... Back there. And... Dusk. Been a bit of a rough day.
Yeah.
What you doing?
I'm
Punch.
probably not allowed to like chug 3 potions at once, but
Punch it.
yeah.
A lot.
Okay. I will against my better judgment punch it a lot.
All right, let's see some punching.
You can do it. That's what you're good at, Fluffy. Holy crap.
24 for 9 is good.
Any stun chances?
15's gonna miss.
I mean, I can use a key point to make one stunning strike, so let's see. And to use key point on the next one.
24 is a hit. That'll be 9 points of damage. And what does your stunning strike do?
According to... Can I click that? How do I make that? Oh, here we go.
DC 17 Constitution saving throw. He does pass on that one. He is not stunned.
Dang it. Well, I still got a 4th punch. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm using way too much power.
21 will hit for 8.
Can I move? I have a lot of movement.
You are Drunken Master, so I think you automatically disengage?
Yep, I disengage and it can't get any attacks on me. And, where's my measuring tool? How far the heck back can I get? I want to get really far away. Okay, yeah. I think I'll go around here, 75 feet. That seems like a good distance to go.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, just gotta select myself. Goodbye! Yeet myself across the field. Okay.
As-
Fly away.
Dusk self-yeets pixies.
Always advise self-eating. Okay. Pixie here is going to cast Fly on the Allosaurus.
Okay.
So the Allosaurus is not currently flying, but has the ability to do so and knows it. This guy's gonna get the hell away. The one yellow means casting or concentrating on lights. But
Sure.
because there's one set of lights, this pixie's like, you don't need 2 set of lights, and is gonna move 30 feet this way. And because of lovely 90 feet, which I believe this... Where was this one? Yeah. Okay. Shit. This pixie will just ready an entangle. So, Waverly's up on a ledge, but these guys, how tall are they?
How tall are the trolls?
Yeah, they're like, what, 8 something?
There'd be
10?
8 to 9 feet if they ever stood up straight, but they slouch and their mothers yell at them.
Gross. If it moves, I will ready entangle. Once it gets into my range, I will ready and entangle. I would imagine somewhere around here, but like when it hits 90 feet. This pixie
Sounds
will
good.
stop concentrating on that and do that. And then the rest is just moving pixies the fuck away, so you can proceed to somebody else.
Seems like a thing that'll happen. And in that instance, the dragon lifts off the ground. It takes a disengage action and starts to fly away. Kyle, I forget if you have an effect that ignores that.
I do not. No, I do not feed that.
Okay. So, disappearing into the darkness, in the distance,
God damn
the
it.
dragon goes. Dawn. We're going to go ahead and reveal the area because the dancing lights will eventually chase it around. But for right now, that's probably out of vision.
For a moment. If I scoot closer. Measuring. Still just out. Think I will Neum to get the extra room.
Sure, Yuming happens.
This is ice, right? So there's probably some slippage happening.
You have claws and cleats, so it's not amazing stopping, but
Scrambled cat.
Continue to blam. And Edgar.
that is a pair of blams. Both
God
do
damn it,
hit.
Edgar! How
Edgar! No!
You useless bird!
Don't be mean to him.
Dawn, anything else for you?
No.
All right. At the end of your turn, the dragon's wings beat and it dives, heading towards one of those pools. Waverly, what are you up to? Zoom, Waverly.
If you're speaking, you're muted.
Oh no, mute.
Oh, shit. Well, I flew across the gap there.
Yep.
And then I shot. Because I can
And
see the dragon again.
And unfortunately, the 15 did not quite take it. But Waverly, anything else?
Hide!
Hide! It still knows where you are.
Oh, shit.
Plot. Allosaurus that you are, what's up? Flying Allosaurus that you are.
I'm currently grounded still. Hold on, I'm looking because he went away and I don't like where he's headed, and I'm trying to think in my tiny dinosaur brain if dinosaur is the best choice anymore. These pools, do we know that, like, it's kind of like a ocean under here? Like, it dives in and would go out? Is that correct? Or
yes,
are these...
this is an iceberg. It is
Gotcha.
ice floating on the ocean, so
So it's super deep.
super duper deep.
Man. I don't know. Okay. I mean, this is a risk, but, like, he's gonna get away, and that's not cool. So, you guys see... You see the dinosaur frustratedly roar back into Plaut, who continues to roar, just a different sound, as he casts Control Water. Over where the dragon is headed, this... pool of water here.
What's the range on that one?
300 feet. Holy
Good
crap, that's a lot of
monkey.
text. So we're just looking at the text here that says whirlpool towards the bottom. A body of water at least 50 feet square and 25 feet deep. I mean, I know it's not square, but like...
Okay. It's
Under
connected
the
to
ice.
I mean,
It's
it's
connected to
technically
an ocean.
connected to ice, too, so I'm like,
Yes,
it
okay.
didn't say running water.
5 feet, 50 feet tall. Within
Any
25
creature within 25 feet is pulled 10 feet towards it. A creature can swim away from the vortex. When the creature enters the vortex for the first time or on a turn, it makes a strength saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage and is caught until the spell ends.
Towards the whirlpool.
Yeah, you're basically getting sucked into a whirlpool and you're stuck inside the whirlpool until the spell ends. If you
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I get it, towards the water, but still, it was going towards there anyway. Now
That's-
it's on my terms, damn it.
Just double checking. So Plaut has started to bind up the dragon. It looks a little miffed. Anything else?
Plaut's sticking his tongue out at the dragon.
Joey, big ape that you are.
And
Mood?
I gotta see what the range on this is. 50, 100? I don't like that.
And that actually is going to drop the pixies. And the ape.
No, ape!
So people that could fly previously cannot anymore. But I don't think they want to. And the pixies go away.
Well, in that case...
Go get it.
I'm a half-orc again. I'm a real half-orc.
You are!
You know what that means? That means I can actually get within range of this thing to shoot it with the bow, which is the sentence that Joey never wanted to say ever. So bonus action hacks, I guess, because I can't use my actual good hacks. We're gonna try that again. I'm gonna target strength on that.
Okay.
Oh shit, yes.
For the love of God, I just want to get the output out to you so that there's clarity. Thank you. And then we're going to shoot it once.
Miss.
That's not so good. We're going to shoot it again.
That's a hit.
Who's up after me? Dusk. Dusk is out. I mean, he's running.
He is running.
Why
he
not
looks
burn
hurt.
another spell slot?
Man, if I had the wood.
Holy shit.
If I could...
Wait, you can do that on a longbow attack?
Yeah, any hit.
Woof.
Ooh.
But I mean, I'm out of spell slots because I'm a warlock.
So, Joey, something odd happens. As you send that additional burst of eldritch energy into the dragon, it stumbles and falls. You can see its form start to get swept around in the whirlpool. But where you would kind of expect it to be just spun about and battered, instead it melts away into snow and water.
What?
Instead it melts away
No, I mean,
into
I didn't
snow
not
and water.
hear you. It was more of a what? Well, I can control him now. Great, gimme.
You can't control him now. Just a little slitch of snow just goes whirling about in the water. Would anyone who would like to may make a Arcana check?
Joey, what the hell did you do to that thing?
Dawn, what the hell did I do to that thing?
Why are we all yelling?
I don't know.
So, Joey, you may have actually picked this up in your recent investigations related to getting Chloe out of the bubble. There are spells that can create duplicates that melt away into snow and water. Simulacra.
Oh, fuck, this dragon's really smart.
Oh boy.
Dragons tend to be smarter than most people take them for.
It's a fake
They're not
dragon.
just animals.
It's a fake dragon.
It's a real fake dragon.
It's a
I don't
real fake
understand
dragon.
that sentence. Wait, so we
Where's the
didn't
real
kill it.
one?
But we killed it. But we didn't kill it.
Son of a bitch, I blew all my spell slot. God damn it, I'm killing these fucking giant red tokens. I'm gonna kill the shit out of them.
Yeah, they seem very intent on trying to catch up and eat with you guys. Joey, what you doing?
No, that's all my things.
Okay. So, as the simulacra melts away,
Son of a bitch.
Scrags rush forward, clambering up
Do
the
they?
snow and the ice. I don't know, do they?
Did they?
Where did that come
which
from?
way did they go? The
Wait,
pixie that readied the action right
The
here.
pixies that concentration
Oh,
dropped
damn
on?
it! But this
Those
one's still here.
pixies?
You left this one here, so clearly
Did
it's
I?
still here.
I figured you were cleaning
Oh, look,
those up.
there's
but
all
that's
these
fine.
too.
Yeah.
You took pleasure in deleting all the ones you killed.
I mean, yeah.
Damn it.
But this particular scrag is about to try and chomp on Waverly. Waverly, we have a bite. 18?
I'm muted again.
Nope.
18 again does it does hit.
Does hit. Okay, and then a pair of claws coming at you. 20 for 6, 20 for 10.
Yeah.
Total of 25 whomps. The next scrag can't quite get to Waverly. Can't quite get to Dawn. Can't reach the pretty eaty things. So one will go after Dawn. And Dusk, what are you up to?
I'm gonna wait. Let me see how far that thing is. I think it'll work. I have daggers. I just need to see what the range I'm using.
Pixies everywhere.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw daggers at it
Okay.
because I am not in a state to be getting close to things right now.
Fair enough.
Okay. So,
That's a good dagger.
yee.
8 points of daggery damage. Anything else?
And I'm gonna pop a health potion again.
You got it.
Just in case. Need to knock it down.
The simulacra is no more, but Dawn, you got a troll next to you.
I do. Edgar's not scared of trolls.
Edgar's not scared of nothing no more.
So, Edgar's gonna fly over and become big, huge Edgar. And is going to... What level am I casting at now? This level, I think. Yes. Bar, wham.
14 is just going to miss our troll friend.
Damn it, Edgar, you are useless.
Edgar's having a day.
And Dawn is going to... Where is... I think he's going to disengage and dart away.
Okie doke.
He doesn't have any close-up things. But, let me... Yep, that's where he can get to.
Sounds good. Waverly.
Okay. That hurt. That hurt quite a bit. I will stab. Never mind the sneak attack.
You will, however, stab. 5 points of piercing damage struck.
Okay. I am then going to disengage and how far can I get here? Actually, I'm going to fly over here, but I'm also going to stand on the ceiling.
Okay.
Wait, what? What did you say?
Wait. Can you fly?
Yeah,
can
no
fly
more
under your own
flying.
power?
Oh, there's no more flying.
No, no
Oh,
more flying. Sorry.
I lost track then. Never
It's
mind.
okay.
I guess I can go there then.
Okay.
Run!
Run. Plot.
Hide
No
me,
run.
Joey.
No run.
Hide
no
me.
run. I'm so mad at you, Casey. I'm so mad at me and you and yes. So, Plaut is going to just start shaking in anger. And usually you know what happens when Plaut does that. But this time, he's going to use a little spell called Conjure Animals. And I need 8 Velociraptors, please.
What?
Yep. It's been on my list in my bio. I can link you the little stat block, but yeah.
Amazing. Oh my god.
Here it is for all to see. Velociraptors. Multi-attacks, pack tactics, 8, please.
Are you sure about that 8?
They
seems
are,
like
I'm
a
pretty
lot.
sure they're a quarter.
Oh,
Yep, challenge rating, 1/4.
Okay.
Little tiny,
2,
tiny. I've
3,
seen these. These were on the
4,
island with
5,
me. Remember
6,
these,
7,
Fluffy?
8.
These are good ones, though.
There you go. 8 velociraptors.
All right, and guys,
These-
spread out. And he spreads his arms out, and you've got surrounding each of them 4 velociraptors. And I will roll their initiative in just a second.
Life is beautiful.
You give me fake dragons, you stupid fool.
He's a smart spellcasting dragon.
He's fucking...
Initiative on them, 7.14. You come on up here. And Plaut, anything else?
Yeah, that's it for now. And he just stands up there happily with himself.
Joey.
Well, I mean, I was gonna body block for Waverly, but these guys are gonna do just fine as body blocking.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like I do this way more often than not. I don't want to burn an action to transform my longbow, so I'm just gonna hit the scrag with it twice.
Fair enough.
God, that's so disappointing. So the damage won't be read on these, but the first one, and we're gonna Great Weapon Master, so these will be -5 plus 10, so 12.
12 will miss.
And not better.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm good.
All right. And with that, the Scrags will act. One will see a horde of little things appear, plus a Joey. It will try and eat one of the little things first. We'll go top left little thing. Bite. 26 for 5?
That definitely does. Which one were you going for? I'm sorry.
Top left.
Oh, top left next to Joey. Okay.
Yeah, top left next to Joey, sorry. And then it'll follow up with a claw on that. 8 is definitely going to miss, and
Ooh,
fumble
fumble.
Rooski.
Oh, is that a fumble? A proper fumble?
But it's an okay fumble.
Oh, man, come on. The one fumble that's not a fumble.
He pulls out of it. What is that fumble effect? Is it just...
Better luck next time. You have advantage on the next attack roll against the target.
Okay, so this follow-up claw, advantage on the Velociraptor.
Poor Velociraptor. Yeah, that one's dead.
25 for 9, taken out of Velociraptor. Other Scrag, surrounded by Velociraptors. He's going to go top left as well. I feel like if we give this a round or two and it's just a beat on the trolls, we'll let it go.
Hey,
Bite.
you let me
claw.
attack at least once. Yes, those both hit and he's gone.
Okay, and we'll go other guy on top, claw 13
Meets beats.
for 11 points of damage.
I don't want to be that guy, but you can't split multi-attack on monsters.
What?
Yeah,
It's
it has to
fine.
be all
Let
of
him
it.
have his moment
Oh, okay.
because
All
he's
right.
about to die and it'll make me happy.
Really?
Yeah, it's the main reason why dragons are so afraid, because one bite knocks you down, and then the 2 claws literally kill your character. Because they can't change target.
I've never played that way, but I'll look that up. Velociraptors, your turn.
All right, so you tell me what you want to do. Each of these Velociraptors has pack tactics because they have allies within 5 feet, and they each have 2 attacks, a bite and a claw.
So,
I can roll
yep.
all those if you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of advantage rolls.
Great. So I guess we'll start with. Let me ping. The 2 on the one with Edgar first. So we'll do bottom right first. It doesn't really matter.
and a miss.
So 4 damage to this guy.
Okay.
And then we're doing 6 on the other one because there's 3 velociraptors.
That's 5, 4, 3, 12. 12. Chewing away at
Okay.
them, but they're still standing.
So I've got a fumble, 2 fumbles to figure out. So I will roll those d20s and someone else can go so I'm not holding people up.
So the velociraptors fumbling all over themselves. Wait, no, you had advantage the whole time. You had no fumbles.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's
Yep,
even
you're
better.
fine.
Let's do that.
Dusk.
Well, I still have a clear shot, so I'm just gonna throw another dagger.
Sure.
I gotta go pick them up after this. Oh, hey!
That is a good dagger.
I think I can just do another one.
Sure. You can throw 2.
Yep. Cool.
You have ridiculous dagger throws. Dusk hucks daggers and Dawn. What you got?
Oh, dagger again. Wham.
Edgar's gonna hit.
Just double checking it's rolling. Looks like it. So it wasn't rolling damage properly.
Yep.
But
So 22.
and then Dawn is going to shoot ravens in its face.
More ravens, 19 more. It's looking rough. Not down yet though. Dawn, anything else?
Nope. Might just scoot back this. Let's have the right tool. Scoot back around here.
Sounds good. Waverly.
Alright. I'm going to shoot the scrag over there.
Mm-hmm. 16 will hit. 25 points of damage is a big chunk. Any other activity for you?
Can I hide nearby?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, advantage.
Yep.
Yay!
You're kind of okay. So as Waverly disappears, Plaut, what are you up to?
Plaut, upset at the little amount of damage that his velociraptors are doing, but happy that they're there in general, is going to help them out a bit. And Joey, by casting Tidal Wave on that scrag. 10 feet around, he's 10 feet wide, it makes sense. Dex save.
Mm-hmm. And which one was this, upper or lower?
Lower,
it.
the one by Joey.
Dexterity saving throw. He is all good.
Son of a bitch.
Is that a full pass or half damage?
You take half damage, and
Half
you're
damage.
not knocked prone.
Half damage is applied. Blot, anything else for you?
That's it for now.
Joey.
So like the longbows, like I had one really good moment, and that I guess that's enough. So let's just light this troll on fire and call it a day.
Oh, fire for the troll. Dexterity saving throw 1d8 and some damage. Does not want.
Since when are they so
18?
dexterous?
What's your DC?
Yeah, no, 15.
Okay. He leaps aside. Joey, anything else?
I mean, I guess I'll fancy hex him, cause I don't have anything else, and then that's that.
Got it. Scrags are seeing that this is not a winning battle here, and do disengage and leap to the water. Other Scrag, disengage. Starts making a break for it. He's got a much longer run, though. Velociraptors.
You said this guy's not in the water yet, right?
He is splashing into the water, like, right now. You get a toe in.
Oh, he's got a toe in. Okay, cool. Great.
He's gently arcing through the air, about to splash down. No ripple.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Why did it do... Sorry. No.
All the attacks. Alright, let's see here. Miss. 4, 7, 9, 10, 11, 11. Miss. 17. 17 points of all the biting.
And then these two are going to close in with this one and do something very similar.
Miss. Miss. 3, 8. 8. Huge chunks of troll flesh are being torn out, growing
Savagely.
back very quickly, almost filling up the poor little velociraptor's bellies.
And actually, I don't know if... Oh, never mind. It's the Velociraptor's turn. They can't roll anything, so forget it.
Okay.
I was like, does Plaut know what kind of trolls these are and what their immunities are? And I'm like, oh, it's a Velociraptor, so they know rar.
Yeah, they know rar. Food forever off of these things. Dusk. It's back around to you. They're a little out of dagger range at this point.
I don't want to risk anything. I should get close enough to throw though. I can do that. Oh, anyone next left? Boop. I can move here, and then they're still in range. Or at
Sure
least
can.
this one is.
Yep.
You continue to throw daggers.
Dagger, dagger, dagger. Wow, you are so good at that. 8 more points of damage. Plus 7 more is 15 more. This one hadn't been healing. He'd be dead now. But he's still limping along.
Is Dusk like covered in daggers?
Dusk has 15 of them on her person.
But you can't see any of them because they're all under flurf.
That's the great bit.
Dusk, anything else for you?
I think that's it for now.
Alright, Dawn.
I was gonna scoot around.
Mm-hmm.
While that's happening, Edgar's gonna fly over. And
Edgar! Holy
finally
monkey!
useful.
Wow, Edgar.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's
So
a
could
natural
I see
20.
it? That is a natural 20. Could I see a D20, please, to know what happens on your crit roll?
Good lord, Edgar, you've been saving it up.
A 12. Would the reboots please inform me what a 12 does?
12 is going to be resolute. Oh, poor... Well, I mean, Edgar gets beefy. You gain temporary hit points equal to the damage dealt with this attack.
Okay.
Wow.
That flows back to Dawn. So, Dawn, you have the temporary hit points.
Oh,
10, 20, 26 hit points worth.
Chirp, chirp.
The Scrag is down. It is flopping about. Its head no longer connects solidly to its body, but it's still just writhing and trying to reform, though it does not appear to be an immediate threat. Dawn, what do you got else?
a whole lot of no fire spells for some reason. So doesn't look like an immediate threat. I can probably no problem hitting the other one. Blam, blam.
No problem indeed. An additional 20 points of damage, and that one, now instead of diving cleanly into the water, flops about on the surface and did take fire damage recently. So dissolves, burns away, and is no more. Congratulations. You have defeated a simulacra. You have defeated some trolls. And eventually, I'm sure you apply fire or acid to that other one and take care of it.
Or they just eat it.
Or
and
they
go
eat
away
it.
to the nothingness that they came from.
Yeah, that's a
Might
horrible
take
thing to summon
forever.
creatures. But
But so satisfying.
so very satisfying. So what are you doing now?
So that thing was like fake. Dawn, can you put on the magic glasses like all the time from here on out? Because that means that like this place is probably a hellhole death trap more than it is.
Magic eyes forever.
Magic
You will
eyes
be-
forever.
Muttering and gesturing every couple minutes.
Okay.
Is that different from how Dawn usually is?
Do they look like those steampunk goggles? 'Cause that would be great.
No, he has to cast the spell over and over and over and over.
Oh. Well, still, that would be super helpful, because could have cast Dispel Magic, like, fucking 8 times or so.
So, as you begin exploring with your magical eyes, you're able to discover the rest of the chamber in short order. You disable several traps, one of which would have cast a slow or other disabling spell upon you. The treasures, as you investigate, are embedded in the walls and in the floor, but unlike the hasty lair of the other dragon, this has been built up over centuries. Each coin placed just so, each gem maximized for reflection and light. It's beautiful down here, but you're fairly certain the owner is just away, not destroyed.
Dawn, are you seeing anything like, blinky inside the ice?
Is he?
An excellent question. You see no huge pieces of magic that I'm immediately aware of. I will double check on that one and get you some details.
So we got a horde that's gonna be a fucking pain in the ass to get out. An angry dragon. Am I missing any details here?
I would put one in front of the other, but yeah, I think that's about right. I'm real tired now. Like, I'm so tired. I know we just napped, but... And, Fluffy, you okay over there? You got a lot of holes and oozing juice out of you.
Please don't call it juice.
Alright, well, I mean, I got a little left in me here. And Plaut's going to start moving down wherever seems safe enough right now. And he's going to cast Healing Spirit.
And you guys can chow through the Healing Spirit and gain up a reasonable amount of hit points.
Yeah, it's basically a back and forth kind of thing, so...
How long does Dawn's crit temporary hit points last for?
I would say until a short rest has happened. Until a short or long rest. Unless they're specified otherwise. So, Plaut, just go ahead and roll 10d6. Crunch. So, up to 45 hit points from the Healing Spirit for anyone who needs hit points. Or they can roll individually, that also works.
I mean, either way.
Oh, I
Either
did
way.
it first. You should do the one that I...
Yeah.
So,
I thought we were all rolling individually, never
nope,
mind.
it's totally fine.
I mean, if you had been, better at rolling than I was, maybe we would make that case.
Yeah. I like that I heal, 40. I can get 45 points back. My maximum is 48.
Well, Dusk, you feel better now, Fluffy, right? Pat, 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 pat.
So much better.
You looked like you were gonna pass out.
So,
Yeah.
for mysterious reasons, would each person in the party please roll 1d12?
Squints out suspiciously.
Also, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I need a nap now.
Nap not happening in the dragon. So.
Yeah, nap on the boat.
Well, then
Okay.
let's go to the boat. I mean, I don't know.
So you're aware of two ways out of here. One is up from this area, which leads back into the library where Makath is. The other one down in this area leads up to where that small tunnel was with the winch.
Oh, we want to pick up what's-her-face, right? I mean, she's like the entire reason we came here, so let's climb back up the rope.
Yeah, maybe she's got some kind of fire, too. We can take some of that stuff if we want. I don't know if that's a priority or not. Yeah, no, time's a-ticking. Let's go. Back up the hidey hole.
Back up the hidey hole.
Yoo-hoo, we're back.
Makath is like, gah, staring at you, jaw dropped, like, well,
It was a simulacrum. We're leaving. Get your shit.
Simulacrum.
Thank you, Dawn.
It was fake. I don't care what the fancy name is.
Oh.
Disappeared into my whirlpool, and that was the last I seen of it. But, I don't know. We're supposed to get you out of here. Technically, I feel like we killed the dragon, like a little bit.
Almost dragon.
I mean, it felt hard.
But he's not dead.
But he's not here, so let's go.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, as you try and encourage her, there seems to be a little bit of a reluctance, in the, so we'll be on the open seas being attacked by a dragon. And maybe it'll take a little persuasion, intimidation, or brute force. What approach would the party like to take?
I mean, Dusk can try and persuade her.
I'm gonna back. I will stand with Dawn. In the get your shit, we're fucking leaving phase.
Okay.
If Dusk would like to persuade, by all means.
Lift her in the background, leering menacingly.
But Joey is definitely on team. We're fucking leaving now, and it's with or without you.
Got it. So we got a
Yo,
good kitty,
yeah.
bad cat going on here. So, Dusk, if you would like to roll.
Yeah, let's try. Cool, okay.
You do persuade her, and she sort of looks about and quickly grabs 2 or 3 books and 1 or 2 scrolls and looks at the 2 kobolds and, starts heading out.
You need me to help carrying that, or?
I have room in my bag.
Yeah, Plaut's gonna help Angry Cat just start stuffing shit in the bag. You can read
Okay.
all this, right? Oh, I don't care. Fuck it.
So would each of you who is going to be grabbing up books make an Arcana check for me, please?
Oh,
No, I don't think that's necessary. Oh, not at all.
Plaut's just grabbing things
Oh,
that are book shaped.
Nat 20!
Very nice. Everyone else has basically got the idea of you want the thick, old-looking books with lots of intricate details. Things that look like they might be made of other things' skin. Plaut's just I think this is a table.
This doesn't make any sense considering what I just did.
So, you do pack up several goods. And then is it straight out to the boat? Or additional exploring? What you up to?
To the boat is probably safe.
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, I don't like the idea of a dragon flying at us on this boat. Also, let's keep that to ourselves and have this whole conversation before we get on the boat with the angry man that already doesn't like us. So, no, we killed the dragon, wink wink, and he's pointing at Macbeth over there and is like, pointing at his knot nose and pointing at her. And just being like, let's keep this to ourselves, because he's our ride home. If you know what I'm saying.
Ah. Oh yes, I can be discreet. And she continues throwing things in the bag until you guys give her the last possible moment, and then she's out with you.
Yeah, I out of character, I just want to sleep. And then, I mean, we can try another round. I mean, how many of them scramblums does he have anyway?
Simulacra? Well, you can only have one at a time. I don't think he can actually create one himself. I think he uses a scroll.
Oh, great. So it's a one and done kind of thing, right? That's how scrolls work? You just read it's rotten and it's poof?
I don't know how many he might have. I've made him a few over the years, but not of Simulacra. That's not something I can do.
Oh, so he's got somebody else reading and writing for him.
Well, quite likely.
Them toads?
Well, I don't know if they're intelligent enough for that. Their studies are more observational and strictly detailed recording. They don't have much inventiveness to them. But this is only one of many hoards he holds.
Well, I mean, in character, out of character, what's the distance on that? Would he have to be nearby to have cast that kind of thing?
So, once a simulacrum is created, yeah, it got me. It is basically an independent being. So, it can be your best friend for years until somebody dispels it.
That would be so sad.
Well, I mean, fool me once, Crag Cat, fool me twice. I'm gonna fucking dispel you every time I see you now. All dragons, first action, dispel magic, and then shit gets real. Lesson learned.
Possibly, sure.
What do y'all want to do? You want to sail down? You want to leave?
Would if Dawn had the magic eyes up, would it have shown?
So
that it's like an independent being, or would it just have glowed as being a magic thing?
So detect magic is 30 feet. I don't believe you were ever within 30 feet of the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So you would not have seen it that way. But if you had been, you would have detected illusion magic. Simulacra is illusion? Yes, you would have detected illusion magic. That could be many, many things. So then you'd have some deducting to do from there.
Well, at least with this dragon, this particular dragon.
Oh yeah, this is a trick you are now on the alert for. But, So it sounds like out to the ship, on board the ship. And what are you doing about that village of people up top that you snuck past last time? Are we just sneaking out again?
Well, I think we came to the conclusion that they're probably being forced to serve the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
The dragon is not dead.
Yeah, I mean, I can't sneak us past them again. So, it's every loud, clunky half-orc and turtle for themselves. Unless you got something, Macbeth. Maribeth. I don't remember your name.
So Macath is like, what?
You got
No, I
a
don't.
stealth or something? You gotta cloak hide all these people or anything? Something?
No, I must have left that,
He starts digging through Don's books. There's gotta be something in here that you can use, right? Something?
No, I don't have. Didn't you just fight a dragon? Can't you just scare them away?
Right, we're tired. Like, real tired. Scare a lot of people away is not something I can do right now. I mean, I can barely put up with your sass, so... You guys got a better idea? What are we doing?
I mean, we can just walk out and just be really threatening and just say that we're leaving.
So do what we did with her. Meaner.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not that good at it, but I'll try. Anybody got a better idea?
We attempt to walk out. Hope they leave us alone. If not, then we deal with it.
Yup.
Like-
Yes.
Like, they just look like people, right? They weren't like...
They were
Yep.
just human, yeah.
Just humans.
Not like fully armored and ready to attack. Like,
They
Nope.
were they weren't they didn't even have weapons
yeah. So
that I saw. So like I think we concluded that they were probably serving the dragon against their will. But I mean they may be forced to, tell on us. But
I mean, if we're long gone, doesn't matter.
Well,
Yeah.
it's pretty obvious we were here.
yeah. If let's try not to jump to
Well-
straight to killing them if they see us.
I have a question.
Because-
Do we know where the boat is? Like, where did he say he was staying?
So he's going to be just across a small channel. He's got it pulled up on another ice floe just across the way. If you come down that staircase, that decline, and wave, he will see you. You should see him.
Okay, so long story short, what I'm trying to find out, is there a way to get to, towards waving to him, or get towards the boat at all without interacting with the village? Like, can we
If
go
you
out
can
the back
speak.
way?
There is no back way that's not water.
Yeah, that's okay. There's a way that's water, though.
I mean, you can dive down like the dragon did, or the dragon
What?
tried to.
I could try and walk on water. 10 of us can walk on water.
You got to go under the iceberg to come back out the other side.
How about water breathing? And we swim. 10 people. Like, I just need 10
Sure.
minutes.
It is freezing.
It is very, very cold.
What does that do to us exactly? I mean, we all are in coats and I got my hat. What does that do to us?
So can you manage both a water breathing and a water walk?
Well, Dawn could do both as well.
Okay. So you guys sit down, you huddle up, and you're thinking through your options. You're like, okay, if we cast water breathing and we all jump in, and then we cast water walk, we'll shoot right up to the surface, wet and cold, but it should work. So
This is my level of social avoidance.
yes.
Dawn is not pleased with this plan.
And
No,
Macath,
Well, it's a
Because-
ritual for
Rather
me.
fly.
either.
He could
Don't
fly
sound
over
like-
there and tell them to bring the boat around.
But
Yeah,
this
Macath
way we
is
show
like-
up pretty cool.
what? So
We told you we were pretty badass.
so options so far that I've heard: intimidate your way out, sneak your way out, plunge into icy depths, and then pop to the surface like corks. What would you like to do?
Dawn could
Okay,
just go
if
get
we-
the
if we-
boat.
If he.
But what if the dragon comes and snatches you? Hmm?
I'll be very small.
just... Could you imagine he's just chilled on the boat's deck or something, and we just come shooting out of the water?
Just
Yeah,
casually walking
know.
towards the boat.
Launching ourselves onto the deck like, yo!
They didn't even look back towards the explosion.
Do you guys want to split the plan? We can try to go out, and if we get stuck, we can try to be scary, and then if we get super stuck, we can run back in here and then go into the water.
You mean do all three of the ridiculous things? Unnecessarily?
Eat some more licorice.
Oh, I bet it tastes real good if it was dunked in ice water first. Alright. I'm down. Let's roll terribly and then do the other thing.
Okay. So what is the first attempt that we're going for here?
Stealth? I guess,
Okay.
right? That we can't intimidate and then try and stealth.
I mean, maybe. So can I see some stealth checks, please?
I'm going to assume that we have water breathing and water walking going per the plan, and
Yeah.
that's going to take 10 minutes, so I'm going to take off my armor with that 10 minutes,
Okay.
so I don't auto-botch for the group.
You will not have the water walking yet. You won't cast that till you get down, because you got to pop up.
Fuck him.
Just used to stomping.
Can't you guys just fucking carry me, and then I can just not roll the stealth roll?
Can we?
So
Plaut's gonna pick up Joey like a baby.
everyone's like creeping out, making their way quietly. Joey's like, I'll be super quiet. I'll take all my armor off and carrying
Oh,
it in
no.
one big clanking bag.
Oh my god.
Waverly.
No, it's fine. There was advantage on that. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's 15.
And even with a crit fumble, she's still 3 times as sneaky as Joey. So you hear some people waking up like, what's going on out there? And you're creeping along. You make it to the stairs, and down the stairs, over to the boat. You wave and signal the captain. The captain starts creeping over towards you. You hear some hubbub going on up in the village behind you, but by the time that they've figured out what's happened and the kobolds have been slaughtered downstairs and what's happened to poor sick Leonardo, who is lying there dying, and everybody just walked past him uncaring.
Okay, well, Dusk wanted to check on him.
He seemed much better after having heard you kill a dragon. So you do make it on the boat, and you begin sailing away. And that's where we're going to call it for this evening. We'll find out next week how well this getaway plan goes, and what you might encounter on your way back, having recovered Macath, the Crimson, information about the Draakhorn, expertise, and some amount of the lore from the Arcane Brotherhood that was stolen by the dragon many years ago. Congratulations, I hope everybody's having fun.
Woo. That damn horn wasn't even here. Neither was the dragon. There's so many things that weren't here that were kind of here for a minute.
That's it. So we will pick back up in 2 weeks as you begin your travels back along the coast, knowing that there's a
Yeah, I hope that other group's making as swift progress as we are, but we're not going back home without that horn, guys, so we're not anywhere near done yet. I mean, sorry,
Now
Macbeth.
we know how to follow it. Sort of, kind of how to follow it.
Yeah, and we got her to help us. You're gonna stick
You
with
do?
us, right? Yeah, yeah.
And so you do know that the Arcane Brotherhood is based in Luskan, which is in the northwest, a bit more south than this, closer to Neverwinter. Lovely spot. You definitely want to hang out by the docks, but there we go. So we'll pick up from there. I'll give you guys a little bit more information over the 2-week span.
Like we
And
leveled?
we'll see you in 2 weeks. Not like that.
Fought a
Not-
dragon,
not like
Casey.
that. You did fight a dragon.
Mostly. Most of a dragon.
Most of a dragon. You fought one 7th level spell is what you fought, and a couple of trolls. So, you know.
I need to leave immediately because I need to make
All
a
right.
trip to the store for medicine because
Us.
my dad is very sick.
Oh,
Oh.
hope he feels better and have fun at the store.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right. See you in 2
Bye.
weeks. Bye.